Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark III and welcome back to the great big stompy robot simulator, by which I mean of course, Mechwarrior Online. Yes. I must admit I took a bit of a break from this for the last couple of weeks, and I think it has done me some good, because I came back to discover that an update in that time has added something rather nice, which I've long wished for. But for now, we're just going to show you the mech around, and then we'll show a single option which has drastically affected my ability to enjoy the game. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, for this particular walk, I thought since I'm not really that bent on fixing up the last few of my hero mechs, and because equipment is no longer a restricted problem, we've got an old faithful, a classic, by which I mean a catapult, or the CPLT-C1. I do not remember the last time this particular mech featured. It's got to be at least a year, because there's just been other things showing up. But nope, this one's a classic, though of course it has been modified and updated to current technological specifications. So yes, let's go into the mech lab, shall we? And of course we need to switch it to expanded, but you probably also see the change. Loadout profile. The ability to export, import, save and load, that's an especially important one, your mech loadouts. So you don't have to remember what it was or use third-party programs. It is now integrated into Mechwarrior Online by itself with a click of a button. There's nothing actually saved for this one just yet, but before getting sorted out to record this, I went ahead, of course, and I have stripped down literally all of the hero builds that I had put together for saving purposes. Like, I'd finalised and decided I want to try and use for that particular mech, and they are all here. They'll also include, of course, is a couple of loadouts included for other people, and by their suggestion and design, like Raz's Raven, Raz's Crab, and somewhere in here is Skypian's... There we go, Skypian's LRM Griffin. So yeah, there are a couple of other things there, and they're all saved, and since I've saved them, I stripped the mechs. So all of that wonderful, wonderful gear is now clogging my inventory to the gills. Oh, I have so much equipment. There was also some odd gaps, like I've never used the Streak SRM4. I've not got LRM5 Artemis. Things like that. Let's switch to name. LM20 Artemis, apparently I've never used that one. And yeah, so there's a few gaps, but I have the total inventory of my equipment now available for every single given build. And that especially includes engines. I have all of my surviving engines that I've not sold off for parts to try and fund things, just sitting there quite happily, ready for use. Oh, this is quite a glorious thing. But look at this, I've got 12 standard 300 engines. I have more than any other type in standard 300. Though that said, I have 6 standard 200s, so, you know, that's, I've got a few things in bulk as far as engines go. Not any of the high-tech ones, though, I must admit. I think the most I've got is like 3 XL 280s and 3 XL 250s. So a few odd little bits and pieces here and there. It's very interesting for me to look at, but that's not what I'm here to show off. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the standard thing. This particular catapult is teched out fairly heavily. It is fitted with an endo steel chassis, ferrofibrous armor, so a maximum weight saving, and it even features Artemis guided missiles for that extra bit of focused firepower. The only non-tech thing here actually is the heat sinks, which are standard. Well, that's okay, it only has one of those, and that is probably going to be enough. Probably, fingers crossed. Anyway, moving on. Right. In terms of a power plant, this mech features a light 280 rated engine, top speed of 69.8, which is pretty decent for a heavy mech. Especially a support mech like this, which is meant to stay away from the enemy. And it has 2 weapon systems. Mostly it's focused on long range, but it does have a mid-range support option as well. So, long range indirect fire, we have LRM-15 with Artemis upgrades, of course, 2 of them, 1 on each arm, and they are fed by a total of 8.5 tons of ammunition, so plenty of little explosive presence to lob down range. And of course we've got the Artemis, which means if I have direct line of sight, they will become more accurate and more focused on the target. But if I'm in direct sight, I also have access to a large pulse laser, a mid-range, high-damage output laser system, which will function as a backup weapon if the missile systems become depleted, and also gives me an option to change how I'm approaching things if I so required. Or I can pump up the firepower and probably overheat it after a little while, though my single heatsink does give me a 1.2 heat management rating combined with what's in the engine, so heat is okay in this particular configuration. And that's it, actually. That's everything we've got here. I don't even have a Beagle active probe for faster lock. I don't have any extra bells and whistles. This mech kind of applies to my basic design principle, which I think is probably going to be what I'm talking about later. But yeah. Double missiles, single large pulse laser, center torso. This mech can not zombie though, because it's got a light engine rather than a standard engine. Though that has bumped the speed up by about the best part of 10 kilometers an hour. But that is because if we lose both side torsos, we're probably in serious trouble anyway. And, you know, having a little bit of extra life with the large pulse is probably not going to help too much. Still, that is the mech. And that is all to be said about this loadout for the time being, until we've got a little bit of hard battle data. Roll on. Match number 1.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, here we go. We are playing Domination. I cheated and looked at the loading screen. Oh wow, OMG. And we are on that lava map that I'm never sure of the name of. Even worse than Rubik Oasis. I'm never sure what to call this particular map, so it's like, is that lava place where everything is horrible? Anyway, I mentioned my ramble would probably be like designed... What the... And we've lost a Warhawk. Excellente. We're off to a great start. Oh, hello. But yes, we are... Well, my design principle, I don't know how well this has been conveyed, but I have a general design principle as far as Mechwarrior Online goes, at least. Because I have to directly control stuff. So it's like... I don't know how well this has come across, considering the fact that I've come up with some very strange and jumbled loadouts in all the time I've been doing these videos. But I do subscribe to the KISS principle. Thank you for that, Cyclops.
Fox 7.
The KISS principle, which is keep it simple, stupid. Yes, I do love to call myself stupid, and my assistant manager actually called me stupid earlier, and my manager agreed. So, yes, there we go.
We brought no ECMs, we brought no AMS, and we're on terra therma. Everyone having a good night tonight? That's great.
We're going to do great.
Hide behind the big mountain and wait for them to try and come around.
So we have no ECM and no AMS. Lovely.
They're LRM boats, and they can't get an angle on us if we can do that.
I've just got my pods open, ready. But apparently we need to be careful because we're probably going to be in a bit of trouble. Oh, yeah, of course they've got ACM. So yeah, even the people I work for think I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. No, we're all just laughing about it, so you know, whoop, jeez. I was trying to lock onto something then, and yeah.
New target acquired.
Unfortunately, this is not... Oh dear. I don't think this is going to go too well, let's be fair. Especially since my legs are slowly melting in the lava. But yeah, keep it simple, stupid. If I'm going to... I find it easy to control these mechs if I... Oh, jeez. I think I need to close my ports and just get the hell out of the way. Because I'm probably going to get not shot at. Well, I managed to dodge away, but I am now walking around in the lava. So, that's great, I suppose. But yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
Critical.
Oh, look. Oh, that's what it was doing. My heat was overloading.
New target acquired.
But yeah, keep it simple, stupid. I tend to fare best in my mechs if I've only got like 1 or 2 weapon systems, and I've geared the rest of the design around it.
Target destroyed.
I do worse if I've got jump jets, and doodads and extra toys tend to cause problems for
Target
me.
acquired.
And unfortunately lost track on that guy. The lack of data is causing a few issues as far as...
New target acquired.
Oh, hello, Warhawk. Yep, you didn't like that, did you? Oh, hello.
Critical.
And I am overheating a bit. I think the fact I'm on a really hot map isn't helping too much.
Hostile target beta is destroyed.
New
This
target
should buy us some more
acquired.
time.
Let's try to lock onto something else.
New target acquired.
Oh, yep, hello, Hellerbringer. How are you? But yeah, I honestly do function better if I can just focus. Like, click one button to say smiley face. Click button 2 to make vague insults about progeny and or familial connections. Click 3 if you want to initiate self-destruct. I think that's probably about all I need. Oh, jeez. Also, there's someone behind us, just realised.
New target acquired.
Well, they are pushing back fairly hard. Oh,
Arm critical
oh hell.
damage.
Oh, go away.
LRM destroyed. Warning incoming missile. New
Oh, he
target
overloaded.
Acquired.
Right.
Target acquired. New
How did we
target
manage to blunt
acquired.
that?
Who wants to push in on that worm or an F7?
Warning
I think I might have brought too many
incoming
missiles. Right,
missile.
Leslie.
Target
Oh, jeez.
destroyed.
Okay, target down. Missiles. Ah.
Arm destroyed. Warning incoming missile.
Okay, I'm being slowly picked apart here. This is not ideal. I need to get cover. More than anything else, I need cover from the LRMs. They're causing a lot of trouble.
Target destroyed.
Okay, good. He's dead. Whew. Well, despite all that, we managed to hold out. But yeah, Mechwarrior Online, I don't like complexity. If I put jump jets on, I forget it. If I put too many missiles on, I struggle to control them. So too many missiles, too many weapons, and often the third group I'll forget about. So, you know, keep it simple, stupid. Me am Dumbo, me happy with simple mech controls when piloting. Also, I think my ideal mech personally to pilot would probably be a Hollander 2. A mech that Mechwarrior Online is actually lacking. 8 kill assists, 143 damage. That wasn't too bad. I did help. A little bit of team damage, but that couldn't be helped. The large pulse was helping, I think, to dissuade some things, and it felt okay. I think a little bit less ammo and a little bit more cooling is probably called for, though. But yeah, anyway. Roll on match number 2.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Mike check 1, 2. It's working.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to match number 2. The game is Assault. And the map is a forest colony, which means we're split out and scattered to the winds, which is absolutely lovely. Oh well, I have, despite my somewhat lackluster performance previously, in the last round, I do have enough of a feel for this build to give a general opinion on it. And I like it. Yes, I like it. I think the large pulse adds some nice flexibility to what is basically a LRM build, so I can use that more if I don't have any reliable locking data, which is what happened last time. I couldn't lock on, I couldn't fire my missiles too often, and as a result my missile output was low. I made up for that with some large pulse lasers, especially when the enemy started charging in. Like that, when that Hellspawn wandered in up close, it's like, oh hello, large pulse laser to the face. So, you know, I was hardly helpless when combat became close and dirty, which is good. Let's see, just trying to figure out where it is. So yeah, I mean, I think this is actually the first time I've tried using a large pulse as the backup weapon system on a catapult
Target
LRM dedication,
acquired.
and I do like the feel of it. Oh, it's an assassin. I don't like the fact I'm way out front of my combat lines, though. Like, where are my allies? My allies over there. Whee! Yo! Well, someone found me. Crunch. I should also mention, by the by, that I went and acted on what I was talking about before. I took 2 tons of ammunition off in return for 2 heat sinks, and my heat rating is
New
now at
target
1.3. So, a general improvement. Can I get a shot off at that guy? Not really. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have target decay on this build. This catapult is actually a blank slate. I don't normally mention that, but yeah, this particular catapult has no skills whatsoever installed on it. You!
Acquired.
Oh, darn it. Unfortunately, I keep losing my tracking data.
Target spotted.
Yeah, there's a bunch of allied lermers around the place,
New target acquired.
which is causing problems for them, it seems. But unfortunately, nobody's able to maintain a lock long. Damn it! Maintain a lock long enough to really do much of anything. And yeah, I did not want to be there, which is why I hit reverse and got the hell out.
New target acquired.
Well, that was
Target
useful.
Destroyed.
Oh well, at least since my LOMs are IS, that was minimal damage to my ally.
Target acquired.
Oh, for goodness sake. Stop shooting me, darn it! It'd be rather nice if we had some kind of, oh, I don't know, let's call it some kind of UAV to help us find these things to shoot at. Yeah. So I'm trying to...
UAV Hotel 8.
That'd be nice. Unfortunately, I'm struggling to get an angle because, of course, as a center torso, large pulse, I couldn't get an angle on that. Someone else got it though, and someone else on the enemy team just overloaded rather horribly. Always fun to see that happen.
New target acquired.
Also, I think I just got shot by something. You know, let's close my pods again. Ooh. People seem to be... They're using my massive rabbit ears to try and shoot me a little bit, I think. It's also the fact that I'm also in the melee kind of thing, like... oh, for God's sake. Yeah. I have no good cover. I have no targeting. I have nada. Nothing. Zero zip zilch.
Target spotted.
And so I'm really struggling to even contribute to this little engagement.
Critical damage.
No, my right arm! My useless LRM! Oh no! Hopefully I can do something to that blood asp though. Nope, it's straight into a cliff. Because of course it is. And I walked straight into a tree because I wasn't paying attention. Ow!
Critical damage.
Stop there!
Destroyed.
Wait, what blew up? Oh! Darn it, they actually knocked out one of my LRMs. I barely used that thing. It was new. It was unbloodied. Okay, I'm opening my racks.
Target destroyed.
Yay, I killed it!
New
Well,
target
actually no, I did not.
acquired.
Not by any stretch of the imagination there, but, you know.
Target
Potato,
acquired.
potato. Oof. And I know this is not a great showing off for this particular mech, but I am familiar with its foibles, and sometimes this is just how the games go. I've never been afraid of showing a bad game. Not in this game. Well, Mechwarrior Online is a good game, but as in a match that goes bad. Hello, Fafnir. Oh, I recognise those ballistics. It's a Fafnir that's taking pot shots at me. Of course it was.
New target acquired.
Oh, jeez.
Ammo destroyed.
Ow. Ow!
Destroyed.
No, my missiles!
Destroyed.
Oh well.
LRM
Looks like I have to use the
destroyed.
fallback option then.
Heat
Lasers for
destroyed.
all! Haha! Don't figure out where anyone is. Heat tracking mode? Heat track, heat track, heat track, heat track! Hello, Fafnir! I'm about to die.
Destroyed.
Ow. Yeah, I think... oh, look, there's 10. There's only 2 of us left. Oh, well.
Incoming missile. Center.
Splat. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing to be done there. That was a horrible match. And yet, I'm still satisfied. I was frustrated when I couldn't use the missiles, admittedly, so... that is one of the banes of an LRM build. It struggles if there aren't target locks to shoot at. I really need to skill this thing up, give it target decay, and, you know, actual skills to help me lock onto things and tag them with lots and lots of lovely little guided explosives.
New target acquired.
I had completely forgotten about that, though. It shows how recently I've played a pure LRM build, which I'm configuring from the ground up. It's been a long time. And that looked rather painful for that Shadow Cat. Oh, the whine of a mask system. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to call it there. So, this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And I do apologise again for the splat. I do apologise again for being gone from this game for a few weeks, but I think I needed a little bit of a break from it. Last time I touched it, I was like, what can I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running out of everything. And then I came back and it's like, oh, there's this update. And suddenly I've got everything I've got in my inventory. And I think that's really helped. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all some other time. Yeah, 1 point of team damage. That was awful, that one. See you all later.